Hey guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to get this cool braided side ponytail, and we're actually combining a normal braid and a fishtail braid for this look just to create a really cool and effortless looking effect. It just adds a little extra interest to a normal side braid, so let's get into the tutorial. So I'm going to start with damp hair and spray Aveda's Textured Tonic all over my head. Don't be scared to really work this in because it's so light and it isn't sticky at all. It also doesn't leave a crunchy feel in the hair, and it's crazy because your hair will still feel really flexible because of the combination of salt and sugar cane in the formula, leaving the hair really soft and retaining the shine. Now that's all over the hair, I'm just scrunching up my hair to create natural body and movement. And this is actually such an easy way to create that tousled, wavy look. To speed up the process, I like to take a blow dryer and take sections of the hair at a time and scrunching it up each time until it's pretty much dry. So as you can see, you'll be left with this really pretty and natural, wavy, out of bed kind of look. And there's also so much volume at the root because we sprayed it all over as well. Alright, so now I have my hair parted to the side. So starting with a small section, braid the hair, taking little sections and add to the braid as we go. We want to make this braid really tight and as close to the scalp as possible, and a tip to keep it taut is to pull it back and work horizontally as you braid. And when you're adding hair to the braid, I like to just take the sections of hair that naturally fall in that area as you add the pieces in. So we want to wrap the braid from the side of the head, past the ear and around the neck, working towards the bottom of the other side of the head. So it'll look something like this. When you get to the other side, just under the ear, we're going to take the rest of the hair and split it into two sections and start doing the fishtail braid. This is actually so easy, and what you do is take a tiny section from the side and wrap it over and add it to the other side. And you basically just repeat this wrapping motion till you get to the end. It's like this crisscross motion, and the smaller the sections that you take, the cooler it will look. So it should look something like this. Okay, so once you have about 1 to 2 inches left of the hair, just tie it up. Now we want to pull out some of the pieces to loosen up the braid and give it more of a casual look. So just tug gently at some of the pieces and pull it out towards the side. You also want to do the same thing to the first braid that we did around the head, just to loosen it all up a little bit. Then also loosen the top of the hair just so that we have extra volume and texture. And I also like to pull out some of the hair on the sides of my face just to frame it a little bit more. And that's pretty much the look, guys. This one might take a little bit of practice if you aren't used to braiding. If you want, you could also skip the first braid and just do the fishtail on the side as an easier alternative. I'm going to show you guys how to get this really cool textured high ponytail look. It's full of volume and looks a little edgy but still put together at the same time, and it can really just elevate your entire look. So let's just jump straight into the tutorial. So I'm starting with damp hair. Okay, so now you're left with this vavavoom volume. Because you want a lot of texture in the ponytail itself, I like to take some sections and curl it just a little bit more. It doesn't matter what size barrel or where you want to curl it because it's going to get tied up anyway. We just want that kind of curly look. Alright, now I'm going to take a comb and take the top section of your hair and start teasing it. You can do this layer by layer or all at once. Then take that section that you just teased, and I'm kind of splitting this into smaller sections and teasing each layer. And this will just create a really volumized look at the top of the head and help with the look when we tie it all up so that it's not flat. now to start tying it all together, first you want to create an anchor, and I'm going to do this by taking a small section at the crown of the head and tying that up. So doing this will help the ponytail stay high and secure on the head and in place all day, because we don't want it to kind of flop down and then just become like this sad looking ponytail. Next, we're going to take the front section that we teased and add that to the ponytail that we just did. You want to leave that volume and have it textured at the top, so don't pull it too tightly. After you've tied it, if it is a little too tight, you can also pull out the front pieces a little and just give it that kind of puffy look at the top. Okay, so now we're going to take these side sections and really pull it back, because we want this part to be really taut and tight. And you can also use a brush for this, or just use your hands like I am. For the last section, we're really going to bring it up tightly, so I'm going to use a brush and make it nice and smooth, and then just tie it all into the ponytail. To make it look a little more chic, I'm going to take a little section from the ponytail and wrap it around to hide the hairband. And you want to just secure it in place with a bobby pin and stick it into the ponytail. And that's it. I love this look. It's so effortless. It's so edgy, but also put together. And it's even a little like rock inspired, but still very feminine. Make sure you check out the Texture Tonic and try out how to give your hair that natural volume and texture. You can go onto the Aveda website or even visit one of their salons that are spread across the city. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys try it out. Good luck!